Hello YouTube. So a couple of weeks ago I was looking at doing some smoke effects for this model here. Basically it's a watcher for Malifaux and he's a flying model, but we don't do any sort of flying bases or anything like that, so he was kind of stuck on the ground but looking like he was just taking off. So what I've done is, I'll just take this bit off. Stuck the wings onto a plaster chimney that I got from a friend of mine, and I wanted to do sort of a smoke effect to disguise the paperclip pin that I've got going on there. So I had a chat with a few people, and there were a few ways that were suggested of doing it. One was green stuff, one was clump foliage, and one was cotton wool. So before wrecking my work here, I decided to do some test models. I need some markers for Malifaux anyway, for the Jacob Lynch crew. There's an effect called scintillating cloud which puts a marker on the board and it's sort of a smoky effect, so I figured why not do those. First up, tried the cotton wool. That, while useful for some purposes, it wasn't going to work for what I did, so I quickly abandoned that one. But I will show you what I did with the others. So first up, I've got the green stuff one here. Now the green stuff one involved a lot of sculpting. I know there's a little bit at the bottom there that I need to repaint. Oh, I'll do that a bit later. It's good. It's not bad. It did take me a long time to actually get it done. I think I did this over the course of 4 days, because to get a bit more of a billowy effect, I kind of needed to layer the green stuff somewhat. So that was quite time consuming and it works, but I'm not totally happy with it. So then I went on to the clump foliage versions. And don't worry, I will be doing a how-to bit in a minute on these. But that's the effect you get with clump foliage. Now this is something I think I can work with. So it gives you the billowy effect and it kind of looks like smoke, and I'm really pleased with it. It's really easy and quick to do, as you'll see, because I'm going to be doing it on camera. So let's get on with that. Now, clump foliage is this sort of stuff, just in case you didn't know. I picked this up from a local modelling store that tends to deal with model railways and stuff like that. And it was really cheap. I think I paid like £2 for a reasonably sized bag of it, enough to do what I need to do anyway. So, all you need, the model you're going to be working with, some clump foliage, and some super glue. Alright, this is the first time I've ever tried doing something live on camera, so this will be interesting. So, what I would suggest is select the bits you want. That bit I got out, well, good for display purposes. It's probably a bit too big for this. So there we go. And then all it is super glue your supporting pin. Sorry, on camera. And take the bit of clump foliage. I think I kind of want to go a little bit narrower down the bottom, so, and you just stick it round. You can break bits off, pick things off, just to get the effect that you want. And just repeat that all the way up. I'm going to have to do quick tests to make sure that the body of the model will fit on as well. So a little bit of smoke now. I think I'm going to want to take that bit off just to give myself somewhere smooth so he can sit. And then let's work on the back bit here. I think I want a little bit more over here. Because that's the joy, you can add bits as well once you're done. So I'm going to need kind of a little bit to fit in, that should do. And quick glue around there. Hopefully I can get some around the back or the front. Yep, so if you can see there, that looks like it's coming out of the jetpack type bit. Yep, nicely disguised the pin there, and he still should sit on. Like so. Not quite the perfect fit, but it works, and it looks like we have smoke coming out the back, disguising the pin, making it look like he's flying. Might add a little bit down the bottom, a bit more like that, just to even it out and mirror the direction of movement. So I'll super glue that on. Excuse me, I know I've just given you a blank screen. Then what you do after that is just give it a good, I'm going to not do it on screen, but what you do is give it a good coating of super glue, let it dry, and your good sort of undercoat, paint and everything else, because the super glue will harden it up and give you a good surface for it to paint on, so that the clump foliage itself doesn't drink all the paint. So that's how I have gone about doing smoke effects. I'm pleased with those. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you've liked the video, please leave a comment and give it a like. Always love hearing what people think, and if this has been helpful, please let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Got a few things coming up and it should be fun. Okay, you take care, have a good rest of the day. Bye.